I think it's important to say that this war for the heart is, you're not going to reach a day when you wake up in the morning that war is over.
No.
I mean, not until we're on the other side.
No.
But there are things that can develop in you. One, you can become a better soldier.
Mm-hmm.
You can recognize the attack earlier, and you can do things that are spiritually protective. The other thing is you begin to have a deeper and deeper confidence in the one who wars on your behalf.
Yes.
I think we talked about this yesterday, that I love that passage in 1 Corinthians 15, that passage on the resurrection that says that Jesus is reigning right now, putting enemies under his feet, and the last enemy will be death. That means I never, ever, ever, ever am in that battle just by myself. So here's where I live. I live knowing that I can't turn that war off, and knowing I'm not going to wake up in a day and that war is going to be over until I'm in the final kingdom. But I know that I've been given tools for the battle. And there's a great captain who battles on my behalf. I think of this a lot when I read through Paul's letter to the Ephesian church. The first 3 chapters, he does this beautiful gospel rant that I just love. And then he talks about, his introduction to chapter 4 is living in a way that bespeaks the gospel, living out of the gospel. And then he applies these gospel truths to every area of life, to marriage and parenting and your communication and your anger. And then chapter 6, the crescendo of chapter 6 is this discussion of spiritual warfare and the armor of God. And you would think that at the end, all of a sudden, Paul changes the topic. Well, he's not changing the topic. What he's saying is, all that practical stuff I talked about, it's spiritual war. So put on armor. God's given you tools for this battle that you'll have in your marriage, that you'll have in parenting, you'll have in the workplace, you'll have in your anger, you'll have in your talk. Yeah.
Yeah. And I think that's so key. And you know how he begins that whole large section with put off the old man, put on Christ. And to realize spiritual warfare is, all those pieces of armor, faith, truth, salvation, righteousness. They're all aspects of Christ's work on our behalf.
Absolutely.
That's what it means. Spiritual warfare is putting on the gospel. It's putting on Christ.